Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia stream. And today we are going to be doing a stream for Celes. And Celes here is going to drop very, very soon. She's going to drop at the time here. We're just a few minutes away, like 5-6 minutes away. So we'll just hang out. I'll kind of talk with the chat here and see. But for those of you coming in, if you're new to this, what I do during these streams is I do these on a character drop. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to do some polls for the character. We're going to do the character guide live, so we're going to record that for y'all here live, so you're going to get early access to that, right? And then I might take on the 6-man quest. I kind of went and put a team together ahead of time. We'll see. I'm not sure if the team will work or not, but we'll find out. So shout out to everybody joining, hopping into the stream here. Really appreciate it. So Catbat is here. Shout out to Catbat. Let's go. I want my Zidane. You just started playing 2 months ago. Hope you're liking the game, Catbat. Zidane's definitely a very cool character. I really like him. I greened him back when he first came out. We've got Mark here. Mark, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate seeing you here. My boy Mark is the Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia GOAT. He does the TCC podcast. Y'all definitely need to go check that out. Mark, I'm going to need a lot of luck because I'm hopping in here with, I only got 160k gems and I've only got like 70-something tickets. And I think I'm just going to jump in with tickets, and I literally just want to skate out of here with an FR. Just a single FR is all I need, and I've got BT tokens, and I'm just going to max her from there. So I'm actually going to try tickets. I know with 60, 70 tickets, that's not realistic to expect the FR. But I'm going to go for it, and if I use up all my tickets, I guess we'll jump pull till I get a single FR. But Celes is a must max out for me personally. Florante's here. Thanks for joining, bud. Let's go. Watching from the office. All right. Hopefully I'm making your workday a little bit better. Hopefully I'm not getting you in trouble. I don't want to get you in trouble, Ferrante, so keep it on the down low, right? Keep it on the down low. Don Musta is here. Remember to give a like. Yeah, if you guys want to like the video, if you like what you see, definitely appreciate those likes. Definitely appreciate it. Catbat, I do. I love it. So thankful. Hey, Catbat, I'm glad you like the guides. You know, being a teacher at heart, it's what I love to do. I love to teach. So that's what a lot of my guides are all about, is just teaching y'all how to play. And by the way, guys, I'm sporting the Vikings cap tonight. Gotta shout out my Minnesota Vikings. If any of y'all watched the NFL, dude, that was like the game of the year that just happened. My heart is still palpitating from that game. It's giving me hope. This might be the year. The Vikings have never won a Super Bowl. You never know. We've had some good teams in the past, but we'll see. We'll see. Mark, you can't green her. Why can't you green her? You got like millions of resources, right, Mark? You could green her, right? I suppose, are you down on Ignats, Mark? Are you missing those BT Ignats? Is that what you're missing? Very Cozy is here. What's up, Joe? Hope the polls go well. I'm hoping so, too. I'm hoping 70 tickets is going to get her done because I don't want to dip into these gems. But I am, guys, just so you know, I am really going to cool off on the summoning. I'm literally, like, after Celes, I might be skipping all the way till Jack Garland. So don't be expecting a lot of summon videos. I got to save up a bit because we all know what's going to happen in February. We're going to get a global first for anniversary. It's going to be busted. So I definitely got to have that character, right? All right. Eraser is here. Thanks for joining. Good luck on your polls. I messed up and went over ticket count after farming the Divine boards. So I figure I'm going to spend some and grab some stuff. Hey, if you're over ticket cap, it's always a good reason to summon, right? Might as well go for it. Martian Exile is here. I'm a Commanders fan. Hey, you know what? Don't feel bad about the Commanders, dude. They just got the upset of the year. I mean, the Vikings had an upset against the Bills, but dude, beating the undefeated Eagles, that's huge for the Commanders. So I would not feel bad. And I think you guys got a good quarterback in Heineke. I don't even think you need Carson Wentz to come back. I think your guy's there. I think the Commanders got a future. Their defense is crazy. Like, they gave it to the Vikings. Like, they should have beat the Vikings. Like, the Vikings just... Their insane comeback mentality this year is what took the Commanders out. But, dude, Commanders had opportunity to win that game for sure. So do not feel bad about being a Commanders fan. They're a good team. Lunatic Screamer is here. Thanks for joining, bud. Mark, yep, yeah, BT Mats. You know, Mark, that's what they want. They want you to break out that wallet, you know, pick up those BT packs. But, you know, Mark, you talk about it on the podcast. What's the incentive when there's no challenging content, right? The message to Squex here is, hey, if there was a Dare to Defy right now, and we had lockout, maybe Mark would buy those BT mats for Celes, right, Mark? We got to send that message. If you want Mark to buy those BT mats, you got to get that D2D going, right? Kurt Reynolds is here. You're early. Yeah, we got 1 minute till the drop. It's going to drop any second here. Lunatic Screamer, and I gotta save hard for VVFRBT. Yeah, if you're a fan of VV, man, go for it. Get it done. Yeah, you know what, Mark? You over there with the Bears, you do have a very nice quarterback in that Justin Fields, dude. He's kind of scary. I'm kind of glad the Vikings got him when we did, because those Bears are starting to heat up. I know they just lost to Detroit, but man, they're looking pretty freaking good. I'm probably more afraid of the Bears than the Packers. I'm not going to lie. The Packers are pretty underwhelming this year, for sure. See, Mark just said it. He would buy those BT mats, right? Duke is here. What's up, Duke? Thanks for joining. All right, I think the banner might be up. Let's check it out. See what we got. Oh, not yet. Oh, it just hit 8 o'clock. Do I got to refresh again? Let's hop in one more time. It's got to be there, right? It's got to be there. Come on now. Give me that banner. Give me that banner. Yeah, there it is. Celes banner. Let's see. Vikings hat. It's going to give me the luck this week. We got the Vikings luck going. The Vikings got to be one of the luckiest. Well, I want to say the Vikings are lucky, but they got a lot of skill too. I mean, to put together the plays that they put back, the comebacks is just crazy. So the Zidane banner, I wouldn't recommend most people summon on. I would say if you're going here, just go in on the Celes banner, unless you like Zidane, right? If you're a Zidane fan, which you saw earlier, and my Zidane is green, so I don't know if I need to redo my character guide on Zidane. I don't think he really got that much of an upgrade. I don't know if I have to redo his character guide or not, but we're gonna do a Celes guide tonight. So all of you here. We got 21 people watching. Thanks to everyone for coming. More people I'm sure will hop in as we keep going. But we've been averaging like 40 to 60 people in these streams, which is super awesome for, I'm pretty much like a newish YouTuber. I'm not like super established or anything, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. Well, let's start summoning. How cool would it be just to pop a FR right here on this free summon, right? Do the Dragon Ball thing. Everyone, just lend me your energy here. We got to get that FR. Let's see if we can get on the free pull. That would be insane. Probably not, though. We'll watch it. Watch this bronze orb here. All right. Got a silver weapon. All right, so we're going to hop in with my very limited ticket pull. Literally, guys, I need the FR and BT, but here's the thing. I got my 50 tokens, right? So my thought here is if I can, and I've got plenty. I think I'm good on high power stones. I think I can swing that. So I think if I can just hop out of here with like literally one FR, I think we're good. So I don't know, 75 tickets going to be enough to do it? Probably not. You wouldn't expect it, but maybe we'll just get lucky and hit it on the first one. Let's go. Okay, no, we didn't. Well, maybe. Well, we might watch these because I don't have a lot of tickets, so I might just watch. I normally skip my bronze orbs, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what happens here. By the way, guys, I do want to promote. I did a cool video last night I'm pretty proud of. I did like a top 15 like tips and tricks that you should know. So definitely check that out. There's some cool stuff I talked about in that video. I really want that video to pop off. I feel like a lot of players would really enjoy that video. So definitely check that one out if you haven't. I just posted it last night. Alright, so first summon nothing. How hype would it be if we just got a purple orb to drop? By the way, let me know, is everything... I'm assuming everything's sounding good. Nobody said anything in the comments, but I'm assuming sound and everything's good. And let me know if the sound's okay, music's okay. Alright, what do we got here? Let's go. Okay. I mean, a lot of golds there. I guess I'll take power stones. Alright. This is, summon number 3. Alright, I'm gonna skip. Alright, let's go again. Come on. I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. I would really love to hit it on tickets. Would love to hit it on tickets. Okay, gold orb. My first gold orb. So something here, maybe. 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 Alright, stream is sounding good. Oh, you know what, guys? So this is going to be live only. I forgot to start up my separate recording of this. So this will just be a live only summon. I hopped in a little antsy in the pantsy. That's fine. What do we got here? Okay. We got an LD, but not anything I needed. We got Ico. So I gotta remember to hit the record though before I do the character guide, because I don't have to record that sucker twice. I suppose I could always just like clip the stream and redo it that way. I suppose that could work too. I'm not too worried about the summon video. Like, people can just rewatch the stream if they want to see it. All right, let's go in again. Can we hit purple? Yeah, and that's the other thing. We're in Vikings, right? Purple. We need the purple. There it is! Yes! We got it! The Vikings purple, you guys. 75 tickets was enough. We got it. That is what we call budget when you need budget. I just went to the dollar store and got Celes' FR at the dollar store, you guys. That's what I just did right there. Shout out to discount Celes at the dollar store, right? Right. We hit it. The Vikings purple. We hit that sucker. All right. Well, what we do now? Look at this. And I got 15 whole tickets to spare. You know what? 15 tickets to spare. Let's just throw the 15 tickets in and see if we can't hit a dupe FR. Let's just do it. Or if I hit the BT, that would be insane. Because I got the tokens ready. Let's see if we could just 15 tickets. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, and that was on a bronze orb, by the way. I went skippy on that. I'm gonna do these last 5 singles. We're gonna go bone dry 0 tickets and just see if we can't get a super lucky extra dupe. I'm fine just dumping 15 tickets here. Oh, that was nuts. That was nuts. We take it. Yeah, we do. We take those. 75 was enough. Alright, how about we get something crazy on this very last ticket? Let's go. Last ticket. Alright, I'm good. Dude, I'm good. 75 tickets to get that FR. I'm good. Alright, so now we're going to head into... we're just going to prep for character guide. So, bear with me as we prep for character guide. Got about 30 people watching. Thanks everybody for jumping in. You know, Florante, it's not recorded, but it's going to go on YouTube, like this whole stream will, so someone could just hop in and watch it at the beginning. I technically could, clip it and make it a separate video, so it's not all lost. It's all good. It's all good. Tamayas, the Skull Chant. Yes, my boy. We're loving it. Furzane is here. Thanks for coming. Urbath Farius is here. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, Eraser, you got Celes Burst on 50 tickets. That's awesome. All right, well, let's hop in. We got to buy me a burst. Where's my token? Right here. I prepped. I put the 50 tokens in there ready to go. Let's grab me a Celes Burst. All right, so we got the burst. We got the FR. Now it's time to, power these guys up. So for the FR, I have got to go into... We've got to go into the refinement shop here. And we need to get me some high. So I'm at 5 and I need 12. So I need, what, 7 of these? Do I just have enough to do 7? I do. Oh, exactly enough to just refine up 7 straight up. Let's go. That's called taking it right to the wire there. Okay. Now, my burst ingots, I only have 1. But I've got 2 books. So basically what I got to do is I got to book 2 characters. I don't know, maybe we should take a poll in the chat who I should use the books on. Let me know who... I'll show you who my options are, but we got to book 2 BTs here to get the ingots. Well, no, I got to book Celes's. Hold up. I better not get too hasty. How bad would it have been if I, booked 2 characters and didn't book Celes? How bad would that have been? So I only have to book 1 extra character, but let's... Oh, man, that would have been bad. I just caught myself there. All right, let's get Celes's burst level up so we can get the book on it, right? So let's take care of this first. Let's lock that down. Let's get this sucker leveled up. That would have been so bad if I just, went through with that. Oh, my gosh. All right, yeah, we got to get a book on Celes herself. All right, so we got to do this. All right, so I got 1 book left. I would have literally gone to the shop and bought a burst pack if I had done that wrong. That would have been bad. All right, so we've got the book down, and so I need to book 1 more. So let's see what my options are for BTs. Arden, Kefka, that guy. Why can't I think of your name? Kuja, Garland, and Emperor. I'm not a big fan of any of those characters. You know what's gonna win it for me though? It's Final Fantasy VI is gonna rule off. I don't really care for any of these characters, so I'm gonna go with Kefka just because he's FF6. I think that's who's getting the book. It's going to be Kefka. Kefka's getting the book. All right. There it is. We booked. It's already done. I can't change it. It's done. It's done. All right. Now let's get Celes maxed out. 3 of those. A whole bunch of those. God, I'm almost going to be able to, weapon orbs to, level all this up. All right. The green. Celes is green and ready to go. Oh, so Elias is here. He says, don't forget the opera costume. You know what? I'm passing on the opera costume. Because, 1, I kind of have a general rule. If I already buy a costume, I don't like buying the 3rd one. Unless it's, absolute fire. But I'm such a true Final Fantasy VI fan. I bought her costume already for, the traditional Final Fantasy VI. So that's what she's sporting. My girl's wearing the The old school FF6, and I'm not changing that. So no need for the opera costume, although I would be tempted. That is a pretty hype scene, right? All right, next up, we got to get her FR maxed out. So let's limit break it. Let's orbit. This is going to be a lot of orbs, by the way. Oof, 1,084. All right, and we should have FR done, and then that should give me the Force Stones I need, the Force Enhanced 30, my girl here. Okay, so we got that. And actually what's cool is I can sell that Force and get me some high power stones back, so that's nice. So next we got a Force Enhance. Force Enhance up. Yep, and I've got enough to do it, so let's do it. One thing I want to check her Runic. Is that a Force Charger move? It's not. Okay, I didn't think it was. I just wanted to double check that quick. Okay, so I still have, I could Force Enhance somebody else. Who else just, so Zidane, ooh. Well, okay, I'm going to take all the new characters to 10. I'll decide later if I'm going to Force Enhance 30 any of these. But Zidane, I've got maxed out, so I would actually consider Zidane. Kadaj is actually pretty dope. I like Kadaj a lot. But I don't know that I would Force Enhance 30 him. Aiko's tempting just because she's a support character, but I've talked about this before. I'm not a fan of Aiko because one of her main gimmicks is reviving, and it's a gimmick you don't want to use. You don't want to have to use it. So I don't really want to bring Aiko because I would rather bring another character whose gimmick doesn't rely on that, you know, to get the full use of her. All right, Waka's new. All right, anybody else? Oh, our boy Thancred. I'm going to have to do a character guide on this guy, but the most shafted character in DFFOO is Thancred right here. This dude just never gets the love. He comes a little bit too late. Reworks are a little underwhelming. Shout out to about 40 people watching. Thanks everyone for coming, right? Yeah, Florante would have been an absolute disaster had I booked 2 things without booking. Oh, that would have just been the worst. That would have been the worst. All right, I think we've got the Force enhancements done. So, let's see. I got a team set up here ready to go. By the way, I'm going to be showcasing my girl Cater here. She's got the ice damage. She's got the dodge. She's got the traps. She's going to work with Celes pretty well. I think I'm going to try her in the 6-man fight also. So let's auto out. Make sure we got everything equipped. Go back in. Fix the artifacts here. I'm going to have to fix her move order for sure. Her skill order is going to be all kinds of messed up. Alright, so LD. I like burst before FR. Then FR. Then we'll do main career. Okay, we'll do it like that. Alright, gosh, are we already ready for a character guide? I think we're already there, you guys. Alright, here we go. Shout out to Kefka. Shout out to Kefka for putting the book on, right? Alright, let's shout out to Celes for a character guide coming. And I think I'm going to try down this Ultimisia fight. I may regret it. It's a really aggressive fight, but I want to show off her FR in like a defense comp. I think that's what I want to do. So I think that's what we're going to go for right here. I think I'm going to try this team comp. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I got to get we got to get our boy Raijin. We got to get a Raijin call on before we hop into this guy. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, I think this is the team comp I want for the showcase. Cater can force charge. I could grab a friend selfie if I need to do that as well. I don't think I really, other than Raijin, I'm not really too concerned about what my calls are looking like for this. I just got to make sure I've got Celes. I'm pretty sure I did her spheres already. Her artifacts are good. I think it's just like, yeah, we just got to go in and get it done, huh? Okay. Well, guys, we have got a live character guide incoming, so get ready for that. This one I am going to remember to record. That would be really, really bad if I didn't do that, right? Alright, so we've got Runic and we've got Freeze Dive. Actually, not bad calls. Does put the traps on. Alright, let me just check a couple things here. Make sure I got all my T's crossed, my I's dotted. Make sure I've got everything ready for what I want. Yes, okay. Yeah, okay. I think we're good here. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Alright, well, you guys all ready for a character guide? Here we go. We are going to start recording pretty quickly here. Alright, so let's get the intro set up. Elias, Thancred has a few minutes to shine when his EX came out. Yeah, you're right. It came out a little bit early, and it's just like, Yeah, he just fizzles out so quick. But we'll do a proper character guide on him. We'll see how he's looking after this new update. But I don't think he's that crazy. But I haven't used him that much, and I do have his full kit. So we'll do. I don't think I ever recorded a guide on him yet. So we'll get one recorded. It's not going to be tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll record that. We'll see. All right, let's get our intro set up. And actually, before I do this, I want to make sure you're going to have a black screen for a second here. But I want to make sure my phone is on Do Not Disturb because I don't want to get a phone call while I'm doing this. So we're going to swap that here mid-video. All right, and I'm going to start recording here. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And today we are going to do a character guide on my girl Celes. We just went into some height polls. I forgot to hit record during my stream, but if you want to see my polls, just open up my stream video. It's like the first thing in the stream. So we're just going to call that my poll video if you guys want to see those polls. But I am remembering to record the character guide here. So some of you are all here with me watching live. But those of you that if you're watching it later, this is the character guide for Celes. And for future reference, if you didn't know that I live stream, if you guys like and sub, hit that notification. I do periodically do live streams when new characters come out, and you can get early access to the character guides if you're interested in that. So Celes, what we're going to do in this video, we're going to look at her calls, we're going to look at her artifacts, we're going to look at her spheres, and we're just going to do a little showcase and show you how she works. For those of you not familiar with Celes, Celes is a very cool character. She is a magic absorbing tank. So she specializes in basically locking in enemies to her, and any magic damage that comes her way, she's actually going to absorb it and gain Brave from it. She also has a bit of healing, and she does some traps that are pretty nifty, and she's an Ice Enchant Imperial character, so she's got a lot of good things going for her, right? And now with her BT or FR, she's looking pretty spicy, I'm not going to lie. She's a pretty spicy character. We're going to check her out in the showcase here, but first, let's go ahead and start with her calls, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Celes has some very good calls. So the 15 is called Runic. Now, I use Celes call actually quite a bit because there are characters in the game that want to be targeted but don't have lock. So anytime that I have a character that wants to be targeted that does not inherently lock themselves, Celes call is very good. An example of this would be like Shadow. I think Shadow is a character that doesn't lock, but he can really benefit from being targeted. So having this call is very good because Runic will just give you lock, and then it does allow you to absorb magic brave damage, which is really cool, right? And then Freeze Dive is really awesome because, one, this heals the party, and I always like healing calls because you always get those fights where the enemies will just tap you with that pesky HP damage at the end. It puts you under the HP requirement. You like to have that on-demand heal for when that stuff happens, right? So Freeze Dive alone for the heal is great, but it also does a trap called Magitech Ice Block, so you get like a free trap with it. You get lock as well, so she has both skills that lock, so this is really good if you just want locking ability, and you get two of them. And then it does Ice and Peril. So, dude, Celes has some top-notch calls, and I use Celes call actually quite a darn bit. Like I said, literally anytime I need lock on a character, I just grab Celes, and she's so good. And the reason why she's better than other lock calls is because not only are you getting the lock, but you're getting the magic absorb with it. So it's just like a freebie, right? So we take that for sure. Let's go ahead and look at Celes herself. Her artifacts are very easy. You just want to go attack 108, max brave 330. She's one of the older characters, so she doesn't have like a crazy C50 passive or anything like that. So just really basic with her, attack 108, max brave. You could justify, if you wanted to. I do have one passive like this, but you could go attack 108 iBrave. She does do a little bit of battery scaled on iBrave. So if you want to improve her battery, iBrave isn't the worst thing to put on her. But I would definitely prioritize attack because she actually does pretty decent damage herself, especially if you're going to feature her with her FR. You definitely want more damage. And she has traps, and that's going to make her traps look better as well. So I would recommend attack 108 max brave, but a little iBrave wouldn't hurt if you like iBrave. Let's go ahead and look at the spheres. So she's got an A, a B, and a D slot. So a very interesting mix here, right? So A is like your attacking slot. So what you want to do here, once again, this is a very open-ended one. But you want attack or brave damage there. If you can get attack with max brave, so something like a Sephiroth is very, very good as well. I just did a magic attack one because she has magic attack. And so for me, it was kind of like looking at just extra spheres I had without necessarily needing to make a new one. So I got Papa Limo here, which is just when you attack a broken target, magic attack by 15%. That is a big fat magic attack up. So I definitely like that just because I happen to have it, but it doesn't mean that it's the best one, right? Now, she does do weakness damage, so my big recommendation for weakness damage, I really like Rydia, because you're getting Brave damage and attack rolled into one. But like I said, putting on like a Sephiroth or something with attack and max Brave is also a really nice mix to have, right? On the B slot, now her own sphere is actually pretty solid on her. I went ahead and did Snow, because I'm going more the attack route here. In Snow, it's basically if you're targeted, you get an attack up. Well, any locking character can really benefit from this sphere. So I put Snow on there just because I know that my Celes is going to be locked on, and I just want to give her more attack. So that's the route I kind of went with it. But Gladio would be another good one, right? It just depends on what type of sphere you want to put on. But I definitely think like Gladio could be a really nice one as well. I think Gabranth could be decent if you want to like just have more like Brave damage reduction for the party. The thing is Celes is going to be like absorbing everything, and she's already providing, like you'll see when we go through her kit, she provides a lot of Brave damage reduction already. So you almost don't even need like a Gabranth, right? Which is why I think she's very safe to go the offensive route. So like I said, I actually really like Snow there. Now her own, I believe, is like a Brave gain one. So if you want a little bit more Brave gain, like you could go with her own too. The D sphere, I think hands down, Wakka's very, very good here. And she's got enough buffs to like fill this out. So the big thing with Wakka is you have to have like 5 buffs. Well, Celes can inherently do that. So any character that can fulfill Wakka's hands down is one of the best Ds in the game. The problem with Wakka Sphere is just not a lot of characters can use it inherently, or they need help with buffs from other characters, right? But Celes, she can just use this sucker. So party Max Brave and Attack, and that's that magic combo. Max Brave and Attack is a fantastic combo if you can get it together on the sphere. So I would definitely say Wakka there is my top pick. I would shout out like a Luna Freya though would be really good here, especially if you play during the Luna Freya event and you refined a bunch of them, because that's a weakness damage and it's going to be a party attack up. And then there's like just that whole slew of other party attack ups, right? Like Hope is probably one of the best because that's another attack max Brave, so like Hope is very, very good, right? Cisne, Queen, Ashe, Saz, Lise, like there's just so many D slots that are party attack. I would just pick your favorite party attack that she can fulfill, but I would shout out Luna Freya because it's weakness damage and not every character can do that. But Wakka to me is like big time number one there. Wakka. And conveniently enough, Wakka is featured on this banner. So I haven't looked yet if there's like a co-op with this 6-man, but if there's a co-op with a refinable shop, definitely refine up some Wakkas and maybe even some Celeses because hers isn't bad, but you definitely want to refine some of these up so that you're ready to go. So, with that, let's hop into a fight. Now, what I'm going to do in this fight for the showcase, I'm going to do an aggressive fight, and it may overtake me and get, because I'm not running my safety net Gladio here, right? I could probably run Gladio and make it safe, but I'm going to try it with Core, and I'm actually going to run Cater. Cater, I think, synergizes super well with Celes because Cater inherently has ice damage already. I mean, Celes is going to enchant anyway, so that isn't super important, but I like Cater with her dodging. She's got traps, a little bit of off turn in there. So we're going to try some Cater action in here. And then, well, I don't know. Maybe I should just bring, what I might do? Because I'm going to use Cater on the 6-man. No, I don't want to bring Gladio. No. So the reason why I wanted to do Cater instead of Gladio is because Gladio is a cover tank, right? And Gladio kind of will mess up Celes because Celes needs to absorb Brave damage for it. I remember I had a logical reason why I didn't bring Gladio. Because part of her force effect is she needs to absorb Brave damage. Well, if Gladio is cover tanking, she's not going to be able to do that effectively. So I'm going to run Cater. We'll just leave it like this. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the fight here. So I am doing this Chapter 9, this Act 3 Chapter 9 Ultimecia fight. I will bring a selfie, and hey, look at that. My brother's selfie is ready to go. I know it's Force Enhanced 30. I know he would not give me one of those GIMP selfies, so that's good. Cater can force charge. I do think Cater's underrated. I love Cater, so I've got like I even did an Ultima gun on Cater just for this video here, so let's go ahead and hop in. But we'll get some force charging off. What I'll kind of do is I'm just going to start by showing off some of her base kit. Then we might kind of rush into a force time and try to get that going. I don't know if I'm going to do Celes' full burst phase. I might. We'll see. This fight's going to be really aggressive, though. Let's see how we handle it. So you can see, Cater's just right out of the gate dodge countering, and then Celes is just absorbed it. So that did like nothing to us, right? So what I recommend you do with Celes is I usually would open with the 35. Characters like this, it's very important to get that lock on. So her 35 is called Runic. So let's go and pop that. Now this is a free instant turn, by the way. And then she does follow up with an attack. Okay? Dude, 400k for a Runic? That's actually not bad. So this does a party battery, and this scales on Eyebrave. So as I mentioned earlier, this is where Eyebrave could come into play if you want to help buff that up a little bit. She gets a free turn right after. She gets Brave Magic Absorb, so that's like literally the Runic ability from Final Fantasy VI. So Brave Magic Absorb, it absorbs magic Brave damage, and then just gives her a bunch of buffs as well. So Max Brave up, Allies Magic Brave. So Allies Magic Brave taken minus 80%, which is crazy. And then it does do a Party Ice Enchant. So this is all coming from the buff that comes from Runic, right? And then physical Brave damage taken minus 30. So even if it's not magic damage, you're not totally down in the dumps. You're actually getting physical damage reduction as well. And then overall, you're getting 30% HP damage reduction. So this is a true tanking buff, okay? So that's just one of the buffs that comes from Runic. And then she just gets a normal attack up. And then it does put lockdown on the enemies. So now the enemies, any single target attacks are going to come at Celes, right? And the nice thing is, if they're magic, she's going to absorb them. If they're physical, she won't, but we'll talk about that later. Then what I would do is I would definitely go ahead and hop into the LD, okay? I'll just show the AA really quick. So the AA is just like an instant turn. If you need a quick spot, throw a lock on really quick. That's basically what the AA is for. And it does carry a Brave damage up as well, so that's fine, a Brave damage limit up, which is decent. But let's go ahead and pop the LD, which is Freeze Dive. This is a very important part of her kit. I kind of want to see the damage here, because this is my first time using her after the rework. We literally came right out of the pull video, so let's see how much damage we got. Okay, so 630k AoE, that's pretty solid, right? So what this does is this does do a party heal, which is really nice. The thing with Celes that's really cool, she doesn't just serve as like a tank, but she's also could be like your support, because she's doing all that healing, right? Because she does healing and she has batteries. So this attack also batteries. This does give her a skill use of skill 1 and skill 2 back, so that's really awesome as well. This also refreshes her Brave Magic Absorb, so that ridiculous buff that I just got done explaining. Also, I didn't mention that the Brave Magic Absorb is a stacking buff, and so this does add stacks to it. And the stacks just affect that there's like a Max Brave up that comes with it, and it just makes that bigger, okay? So just know that that's going to be stacking up, and your Max Brave up is going to go bigger from that. This puts a debuff called Magitech Ice Block down on the enemies, and basically what it's going to do, it's going to increase the Brave damage the enemies take, which is very good. And then it just triggers a Magitech Ice Block trap. And then it does put Ice Imperil down on the enemies. Now the Magic Block Ice Trap, which you're going to see pop off here eventually, also heals. So that's awesome. It's like an off-turn heal trap, which is very, very good, right? So we've got all that from the LD. And it does all that great stuff. So now that the LD's up, we've got Lock On, we've got the Magitech Ice Blocks, we got all those things we want, right? I don't know, should I do some crazy shenanigans with Core? Maybe we should. Yeah, let's do some shenanigans. So let's go ahead, and we're actually going to put Oath of Absolute Defense on Cater. We'll swap out Cater for Selfie. We'll just do a bunch of wall charging, and we'll put some launch down, and then because we'll try to get like a pretty good force time here and see how it looks, right? And then we'll do Lion's Roar. We'll see how nasty Ultimisia's attacks are. I think we're going to be fine, though, because Cater's going to be dodging. And so with Cater, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop like a triple slip just to make sure we have our dodging. But we should be good there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swap into Selfie. And then Selfie's going to go ahead and just pop the LD buff. And then the next time Selfie comes up, we'll just Force Charge. And then we'll get into Celes' Force. But from this point forward, once you kind of do that setup, you can kind of pick and choose the attacks you want. And I'll continue to explain what those do, right? Okay, so now with Core, now that Cater's out of there, we can go ahead and apply Oath of Absolute Defense to Celes. So now we're doing our little exploit there to have that on all the characters. Okay. Alright, so now with Celes, we still have the BT, which we haven't used yet. I do want to get that set up, so maybe I will pop that right now. Let's do it. Let's pop the BT effect right now. Because I want to make sure that's up for her force time, because it's very, very important. So let's see. I've never seen this yet. Let's see how cool this one looks. Searching for friends. Alright, how much damage are we going to get on this? Oh yeah, lock hopping in. Nice. Love that. Alright, so yeah, 1.2 mil AoE. That's a pretty good shot right there, right? Okay. So let's go over what all she's getting from this BT effect, right? So it's just a big, huge AoE attack that you saw there, right? So her burst effect, which is an 8-turn party effect, okay? The big thing about this that is so significant, which is why if you're going to go in on Celes, you really want this, it basically makes it so all enemy attacks become magic attacks. So Celes's big weakness in the past was that she's this cool magic absorb tank, but she was kind of useless in physical fights. Now you can use her against anything, and this is a good example because the enemy on the left is going to be using physical attacks, and now they're going to be turned into magic. So now she's going to absorb all those. Ultimecia was already doing magic, so we are already absorbing that. But now we absorb everything, which is really awesome. Then it does Brave damage up, Brave damage limit up, HP damage up, HP damage limit up, HP damage taken down, and Brave gains up. So just, this is all party buffs, right? Very, very good BT party buffs. So the big thing this is doing, making the enemies only do magic attacks, which is absolutely huge, right? So now what we're going to do is we are going to just wall out here. I think we are. We will just wall out and force charge up. And then what will happen is Cater will come in and we can just keep force charging with Cater. And then I think on Celes' next turn, we're going to be ready to pop it and see how it looks. Pop that force time. I still need to show you the 15 CP, which is Shine Edge, by the way. We'll get there. But then I think we'll have just about gone through every attack, right? Dude, Celes is awesome. I'm so excited. I'm just such a Final Fantasy VI guy. I just love it. All right. And the big thing I want to do is I want to make sure I do not press Blizzard or ROK with Cater because she also locks, but I don't want her to override Celes' lock. So I'm just going to triple slip here until we get force charged up. And then I'll probably just use like Cater's LD. Why not? Yep, one more. Oh, Cater had back-to-back turns there. I guess I could have LD'd right away. All right, so... Oh, actually, the EX is pretty fire. What I'll do is I'll LD first. And then I'll EX. Oh, and actually, I should... This is the other thing that gets so overlooked with Cater. Like how I say Cater is underrated. One, she's a force charger. Two, she's a dodge counter trap character. Like, she has trap, she has counter dodging, right? But the big thing with Cater, and the reason people love Setzer so much, is the freeze debuff. Cater's got it on the EX. So she technically has infinite uses of it if you can get to it. The freeze debuff is so ridiculously clutch. It's not even funny how good that freeze debuff is. And Cater's got it, and people don't talk about Cater. Dude, she's so busted. I love Cater. Okay, anyways, enough of me selling Cater. We're talking about Celes. Alright, let's see what happens here. But between the freeze debuff, we've got Runic on. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do any damage to us here, even without our Wall Gladio, right? This is, by the way, the kind of the main setup I'm going to use on the 6-man fight. Oh, Confused. That's such a bummer. Okay, so Celes got Confused. So we got to let that Confuse wear off. So that's why I probably should put Raijin on, because I think Raijin allows you to dodge debuffs, so having Raijin would have been nice. But we can just watch some of this work here, right? So Celes still absorbed, even though she's confused. You know, Cater's got the counter. Like, this, the Magic Tech Ice Traps. Like, look at this going off. Look at all this going off, and we're not even into the Force yet. I'm sure. Let's take a free Reaper Scale. Alright, and who's got Raijin Call? I gotta pop that Raijin Call, because I can't be getting confused in a showcase here. Alright, we're gonna Raijin Prod right here. I wish I would have popped that earlier. That's okay. So Celes, it's gonna be a hot minute, because Celes has to get confused, then we gotta get around to her turn again, but that's fine. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna HP attack, because I don't want to take off Oath of Absolute Defense right here. Alright. But I think Celes is going to be great in a defense comp, and I think this is a very good aggressive fight to show her off. It's just quite unfortunate that I have her confused right now. Oh, wait! Her confused popped off. Okay, that's... Oh! Raijin heals it, right? Like, Raijin... yeah, the Raijin call healed it. So, yeah, we got the confuse off. This is perfect. Okay. So, Celes, we're going into Force right here. And we've got her burst effect up, which is what we want. Alright. I'm excited to see how much this Force gauge is going to pop off. So, let's go ahead and pop the Force. This is called Change the Air. And she's got her boy Bosch as the partner. Shout out to Bosch Rush, which Mark coined during Boss Rush because he kept mispronouncing it. So Bosch Rush. Get ready for some Bosch Rush, everybody. Right here. Alright. So, okay, what about 1.5 mil AoE, 1.4, 1.3. Okay, so I just want to watch this with you guys, and I'm going to talk about what her Force Effect all does. But let's just watch the gauge kind of start to pop. Okay, 5%. And then we're going to absorb. Oh, it missed. Okay. Alright, so we got a little bit of gauge there. Alright, let's talk about what her force is. So, Change the Air. So, it put 6 more turns of Magic Tech Ice Block on, so it reapplies the trap. And then the HP damage conditions. Basically, if you absorb Brave damage, it's plus 20% per ally. If Celes attacks an enemy who is targeting her, which should be all the time, that's another 20%. Any Ice Brave damage is 5%, but it's 25% if Celes deals the damage, right? So we'll kind of watch what the gauge does as we go through. So I think with Cater here, we'll just do a wide shot max charge here, I guess. Sure. All right, we want the enemies to go and like increase the gauge. So this is one of those force gauges where it's going to be small numbers, but you get a lot of ticks if the enemies are aggressive, right? Let me check what my Oath of Absolute Defense is. We got 4 turns here, and we've got, oh, is it gone? Okay, Cater, oh yeah, Cater did all those triple slips. So I'm free to reapply Oath now on Celes, but she's got 4 turns, so I'll do the EX here. All right. And then let's see how much this gauge is going to be popping. I really want the enemies to get going. That's really going to get our gauge flying high, right? So 8% there, but then we're going to get more additionals here, which, you know, we're going to get those small ticks, right? So Confuse, but that gets absorbed. 20% for the absorption. Very nice. And then the Ice Block is going to trigger 25% on the Ice Blocks, you guys. So these are off-turn 25% on the Ice Blocks. That's crazy. All right, let's see what happens. More just off-turns coming in. Just pushing the gauge up, right? Just push it up. Here's a big all attack. How much are we going to get from that? We're going to get a miss. So we got 20% there, but then we get a counter. The counter is going to push it up. Magitech Ice Block, 25. That is what's huge, you guys, is we're getting 25% on the off-turn Ice Blocks. So you want to make sure you upkeep that Ice Block. So 6 turns of it there. How many do you have? Magitech Ice Block, 7 turns. So the Ice Block is just crazy, right? Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. I think it's from her EX. Oh, we didn't do her EX. Okay, let's do the EX. I'm like, there's something I forgot to tell you guys, but yeah, it's on the EX. We didn't do it yet. Let's do Spinning Edge. This should do a lot of damage. Let's see how much damage we get from this EX. This should do some fat damage. Woof, yeah, 3.7 mil right there. Okay, and now they're cutting, which is good. And then we're just going to watch the gauge go up. But here's what her EX does. It doesn't have like a lot of crazy effects to it, but it's a really big fat attack, and it gives her a Rune Knight buff. So this Rune Knight buff does magic attack up, Brave regen up, HP regen, party max Brave up, party Brave damage up, Brave gains and HP damage up, all for the party. But the big thing that this is what made me think to use the EX. Any new debuff she applies gets an extra 2 turns onto them, and that would include the Magitech Ice Block. So it's going to make those a lot more potent, right? Now, while I was sitting explaining that, not looking at my screen, we're all of a sudden at a 400% force gauge because the enemies were being aggressive and trying to beat us up, right? I suppose I could just pop an LD here. This way I can reapply the freeze and do a lot of damage, right? Because, you know, that's like a 1.7 mil, 1.4 mil right there. And this is just like beauty, like watching these aggressive enemies. And my understanding is the 6-man is very aggressive, so I'm going to use a very similar team comp to this in the 6-man. So yeah, 25% on these Ice Blocks. All right, once again, tempting the Reaper scale, but I want the enemies to take turns. So I'm just going to Snow Break, and I'm going to reapply to Celes here. And just let the enemies, just let them sever themselves on my sword, right? And just let them kill themselves, basically. And we just take all these little force gauges. We'll see what these enemies get down to. So yep, just absorb it. I'll take that 20%. Magitech, sure, another 25%. We'll take it. This is so unique in that, like, 25% has got to be, like, one of the biggest off-turn HP damage bonuses I've seen. Like, so the fact that you're getting that off-turn is ridiculous. Because we're just pushing that gauge up so much with that. Look at this gauge go crazy. And that was, by the way, 2.5 mil on a trap we just did right there. Right, so it's not just that the trap is upping the gauge, it's doing a lot of damage. 2.7 mil with a 1 mil splash? Are you kidding me? We're on turn 5, 600%. This is going to be one of those fights where we're basically going to be pushing towards 999. I don't know if we'll get there because the enemies might die too quick, right? What do we want to do with Cater? Let's pop the EX. This is going to be big damage. Big damage. See what we got here. Yeah, mil AoE, we take that. That's fine. Alright, so Celes, what do we want to do? Oh, we haven't used Shine Edge yet. I guess we got to use that, right? So Shine Edge is the 15. Let's go ahead and pop that. And I do not want to break. I don't remember if this is AoE. We'll see. Oh, Yeah, he's going to break. So that's unfortunate. We didn't want to break him back, but, you know, our follow-up got there. Dude, 4.2 mil. I mean, I know we're at 600%, but damn. Okay, so Shine Edge. Big attack you saw there. It is a party heal, and this is a very easy on-demand party heal. So that's something I really like about her. Does apply HP regen to herself and max brave up, which is awesome. And then that ice imperils as well. So just, it's really Shine Edge. It's a good filler attack, and it's a nice on-demand heal, right? Now, I could end the showcase right here, but dude, we got to finish this force time. Let's see what we get on this force time. Once again, tempted to Reaper Scale, do a lot of damage, but we're gonna keep the line moving. We want the enemies to attack. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is, this is basically my strat, is I get to turn 1 and I pop the summon, right? All right, yeah, go ahead, be aggressive. Ultimisia is gonna steal a bunch of turns here. Let's get it. Steal them turns. Let me push my gauge up. Dude, I don't know. I am a big fan of these defense comps. You guys, if you watch my channel, you've seen some insane defense comps. I did a Minwoo one. Like, my Max Woo video was just crazy. It's very similar to this, where we're just going insane with this damage. 3 mil on an ice block right there. Oh, and yeah, and then by the way, we got the landmine from Cater popping off, in addition to our dodge counters, right? And see that rake there? That's a physical attack, but we turned it into magic. Dude, I have no words. This is... This is crazy. Crazy damage. Just insane. And this, by the way, is without even going into a Celes burst time, right? So Celes is a character I think you could, if you're going to do a defense comp, you wouldn't necessarily have to green her. Like, what you could do is just go through her whole first burst phase, pop the force after when you have the burst effect up. Now, you're not going to get as many turns on it, but I think it is doable, right? All right, we got 2 turns left. So, well, the 862, I don't know. You guys think that's a high gauge? 862 is pretty good. So let's pop an LD. Big damage here. And not to spoil it for you, but we're about to pop a 15 mil AoE summon here. Just saying. Just saying. As we push this gauge up over 900%. We are over 9... It's over 900! Too bad it's not over 9,000, but it's over 900. 925, you say, with a, you know, Cater counter there. All right, so at 930, here's what we do. Let's see if we can finish them off. Let's pop this, I don't know, 15 mil summon. Let's go. Okay, so pop the side enemy. Ultimisia is clinging to her life. And you know how we're going to finish this off. I mean... Sure, let's finish it with a freeze dive. I think this should finish it, right? If not, just about darn do it. I mean, it's got to do it. It's got to be out of here. Yeah, what, 11 mil? Yeah, sure, we'll take that. That wasn't 100. No, that had to be 11 mil, right? So, all right. Anyways, guys, there you go. That's Celes. Pretty busted little character we've got here. Now, that being said, as cool as she is, she's not like a must-pull. But damn it if she isn't like a pretty darn fun character. And darn if I'm not loving these defense comps, right? So anyways, let me know what y'all think of Celes. Let me know if you summon, how your summons went. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Woo! Alright guys, we got a character guide done. We got a character guide done on Celes. Let me go ahead. I just want to name my file quick. I'll go ahead and hit up the chat here. 45 people watching. Shout out to 45 people watching. We're going to go into my recordings. I just want to get this labeled quick. I won't upload it yet. I'll wait till we're all done. Let's see. DFFOO Celes Character Guide Showcase. Alright, so we got that labeled and ready to go. Let's check out the chat here a little bit, and then we might tackle the 6-man and get that recorded. Let's see what I've been missing. Okay. So it looks like a lot of you guys are chatting with each other, which is great. Yeah, Florante says, ha, Cater sellout too. Yeah, I am a Cater sellout. I love Cater. I like, when I say that, I'm not like just like, I'm not like memeing or anything. I legitimately think Cater is underused, under-referenced, like unappreciated. Like, she is so freaking good. She's a fantastic character. Jason, my resources awful, so I'll stick with Glad. Yeah, just stick with Gladio for sure. If you got Gladio, you don't need Celes. Here's the thing, like, as crazy as that character guide was I just did, and like that force time was super awesome, I can do that same thing with Core. I can do the same thing with Minwoo. I can basically do that with Ferris, right? So if you've got any of those characters, you don't need to have like all these different characters that do the same thing, right? So I'm in a position where I definitely don't need Celes, but Celes is like a hardcore favorite. So I'm going to go for it, right? Freeze on the LD, not the... Oh, did I say EX? Yeah, the freeze is on Cater's LD. Yep, for sure. I might have misspoken and said EX. But yeah, that freeze on the LD is like busted. Very, very good, right? Lunatic. To be honest, Celes can still function very nicely without her FR or BT. I agree with that. Because she would work very nice in, say, like a core team. Where she can just be another one of your counter off damage characters, right? And she's still helping you tank and everything. So she definitely is not a full invest. And like I said before with the BT, I think if you want to use her FR like I did, you don't have to have a green BT for that, right? So she definitely can get by without that. Cat Bat. Oh my god, so lucky. Zidane, BT, and Celes and FR. Wow. Pretty good, Cat Bat. It must be the stream luck, right? You're watching my stream, you got the luck, right? Okay. Let me see here. Going through here. Synergy. I thought she came out at 9. I've been sitting here for 30 minutes waiting. Oh no, you should have hopped in right away. Yeah, so my time locally, it starts at 8 p.m. So we had daylight savings. So everything drops an hour earlier than it was before, which is really nice, which is why I'm kind of can do these streams more often now. Because before it'd be like 9 o'clock, it'd like almost already be my bedtime pretty much. Now I've got extra time and we can like record this, do the streams, you know, have a lot of fun with that, right? Is she better than Minwoo's off turn? I would say no, because Minwoo gets double off turn. She gets a higher percent on a single off turn, but Minwoo's doing double. So I would say no. I'd say Minwoo's probably still the better off turn. For defense team comp, I would say they're comparable, but Minwoo's probably better. But the thing with Celes is you're getting the tanking with it. So Celes can kind of take Minwoo's slot and your tank slot at the same time, and it opens up team comp. So I think that is kind of interesting, right? Too Nice is here. Is it 3 HP dumps on the trap? I can tell you right now. I don't, the things actually happen so quick in this game. Well, let me make sure somebody else didn't answer it already. I don't think they did. Let me just check really quick, because I've got the Tonberry Troop Guide up. Let me just check out the trap and see if it says how many dumps it has on it. I don't even know. Do they have it on here? I don't think they have it on here. It's not showing. Magic Tech Ice Black. Oh, there it is right there. Yes, it is a triple HP dump on Magic Tech Ice Black. Yes. Triple HP dumps there. Let me continue through the chat here. Muhammad is here. Thanks for joining. Thank you for all the guides. It helps me a lot. Been playing through for 3 months. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad the guides are helping. That's part of the reason, when I started my YouTube channel, it was just kind of like as a hobby for fun. But now what's pushing me more than that even is just that I know my guides are helping and that people like them. So that's kind of what's pushing me to kind of step up my game and do more stuff and like start streaming. So yeah, I've been very thankful that you guys appreciate it and that you guys watch my stuff, right? Oh my gosh, we got a chat, a super chat. Hold up. This is my first super chat. Hold on. I gotta figure out. I've never gotten a super chat before. All right, hold on. So AK, you super chatted for $8.99. I think it's at euros. Thanks, I appreciate it. I gotta see what. And I apologize, I'm new to this, so I'm not sure if the chat actually says anything, but it looks like you made a dono, so very much appreciate it. My first ever dono. So AK, you've got that. You can have that to your name, my first ever. Let me continue. But AK, if you have a question, I definitely will read it. I don't know if it normally would attach that, but I just saw the chat with the dono. Very, very much appreciate it. All right, let me continue through the chat here. Florante says, it keeps me wondering how we know if the enemy uses magic or physical attack. Any indication? I think if you look in the actual like boss info, I think it says it in the attack descriptions. So I do believe in the boss info it has attack descriptions. A lot of time for me though, it's just kind of like eyeballing. It's like, oh, that's a beast animal thing with claws. It's probably doing physical attacks. Ultimisia as a mage, probably doing magic attacks. But yeah, there's definitely times when you probably can't tell, right? So I would say click and hold on the boss and look through that, or look at the actual guide where it says like what all the force time stuff is, because they list all the attacks, and I believe in the attack names it'll say like if it's physical or magical most of the time, right? Kitty Law says thanks. Yeah, thank you, Kitty, for joining. Alan is here. Hi, Alan. Thanks for joining. Tamias, that was a slaughter. Yeah. When you're running these busted teams, now we'll see if my 6-man is just as lucky, and I think I'm going to try to record that next once I'm done going through the chat here. Too nice. I want to pull, but I need mats for rain. Yeah. And Mark brought up that good point because he was in the chat earlier, but it's like, yeah, I want to pull for these characters, but I don't have the material, so I'm not going to pull, right? So that's kind of the issue. Starry Sky is here. You can check their details. Yep, that's what I thought. Rains will definitely be fun, especially if you like launching, right? Starry, yeah, hi, thanks for joining, Starry. I'm glad you're here. Is the 6-man going to be hard? With my team comp, I don't think it will be, but I'm going into it kind of blind. I haven't done a ton of research on it. All I know that I've heard about it is that they're very aggressive and they're going to start off in force time immediately. So you have to have mitigation like right out of the gate. So I'm going to open with a defense comp, and then I'm going to have like support characters like in my back row that once the force time is over, I'll like do all my force charging and then go from there. That's kind of my plan. We will see, but I do know you have to lead with some type of tank or mitigation, otherwise you're just going to get one shot immediately. Kitty, does DFFOO have Thanksgiving discounts? What DFFOO does, Kitty, is they do a 5-day, like a Black Friday thing for 5 days. And I don't know if I'd call them discounts, but they have special chests that are like actually pretty darn good deals. So there will be some sales for Black Friday. It's the Black 5-day sale. So that will be coming up around Thanksgiving. So keep your eye out on that. And actually what I'm excited for is that if I saw right on the community stream, I think they were going to put 4 stones in there. So if they do a pack with 4 stones, I probably will pick it up. Tamias, Cater was also insanely good in Type 0. That's awesome. I've never played Type 0, but after like I love so many of the characters in DFFOO, I kind of want to play it now. So I'm going to have to pick that up. Fennec Fox is here. Thanks for joining. What would the next must-pull banner be that's coming out? It's going to be Jack Garland. Jack Garland is the next must-pull character. Catbat. Yes, Stream Luck. Beginner's Luck, yeah. Let me see. Park Shin High Fan. Thanks for joining. Hi, Celes is fine up to FR. Yeah, she's like, you could have Celes without FRBT, and I think she's still fine. Park says, I will pity her BT on the Dorgan banner. Also, I want to get Gal. Oh, yeah, Galuf is busted. Galuf is like, Galuf and Edge are like 2 like super MVP low invest characters. They're awesome. I would say Cater would be in that lot too. Starry, I got Von's BT yesterday when I was pulling for Dupe FR because you have no high power stones. Yeah. Von's BT is awesome, by the way. I mean, his BT isn't crazy. It helps you with Brave Floor, which is awesome. But Von is insane. Like, if you don't have Tifa, Von is a great substitute for Tifa, right? AK says, might have to get Celes. Now, here's the thing. Like, I do get excited about the characters, and like I like to really make them look good in the guides. But I just want you to know, I'm not like trying to encourage people to pull for characters. I'm just trying to show you what they can look like at their best. And if that seems like a character you want, then definitely go for them. But I'm definitely not like trying to pressure people to pull. That being said, Celes is super fun. I do really like Celes, but she's not needed, right? She's not needed. It depends on what your box looks like and what you want, but she is crazy fun, right? Too nice. Yeah, the animation for the trap does go very fast, for sure, for sure. Too nice. First time being here for the stream, very fun. Yeah, I'm loving these streams, dude. I'm having fun streaming. I've been doing it more and more since I started. Very much enjoy it. Kitty, love the monster face. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the stream, for sure. Yes, AK, you get that first dono medal. That is all you, bud. All you right there. Starry, of course I said your name. You're in the chat. I appreciate it. Dude, if any of y'all are watching and not chatting, if you chat, I'll shout you out. I'm not like insane YouTube level where I'm like so overwhelmed. Like, I love interacting with you guys. So like, I will talk to you. If you hop into my Discord, like, I'll chat with you guys in there. You can at me in there. I'll answer questions. Like, until I get to the point where I'm like too overwhelmed to like actually interact with everybody, I'm going to try to interact with you all. And, you know, I'm a teacher. I'm used to interacting with, 30 to 40 kids per class constantly. So I can handle it, right? Florante, yeah, I do the same. We just use our instinct if it's physical or magic damage. Yep. Haven't checked the descriptions. Yep. All right. Well, that being said, let's move along here. And I think we're going to tackle this 6-man. So let's hop in. See if we can't get it done. And we'll try to record this for the channel. And I think after that, after the 6-man, we'll just address chat a few more times. And then we will... then we'll probably just wrap up the stream from there, right? So let's hop into the old 6 Warriors quest here. I mean, is it not up? Hold on. Is it this right here? Oh, wait, is the 6-man not up yet? Am I crazy? I thought this had the 6-man with it. Somebody tell me if I'm crazy. Oh, wait, now it lit up. What the heck? 6 warrior. Did I literally just have to go into it again? Or do I have to go to a new area? Hold on. Oh, okay, I have to go to a new area. I'm like, how does this work? Okay. 6-man's still a little bit new over here. All right, let's see here. Yeah, these are like the robots. They're really aggressive. So, party 1. Okay, I set up this team. So this is what I want to attempt. The plan is I'm doing that same team comp as the showcase. That's going to be kind of like my defense comp. Then the plan would be to bring in Luna Freya to Heavy Prayer. And I think bringing in Luna Freya in Cater's spot would be fine. I want to make sure I Heavy Prayer when Celes is out. And then I've got Selfie to Force Charge at any time. And I've got Laguna if I want to get really saucy and put Laguna traps on, like to just maximize the damage. That's kind of what I got going here. Now, these enemies are going to do... Well, here, I'm just talking. I should start recording because I'm going to talk about this in recording. So let's just get this video rolling. Let's just get this video rolling. All right. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And today we are taking on the 6-man quest that dropped with Celes. So, I haven't done a ton of research on these bosses, so please forgive me if I just get one shot here, but I think I've got a decent team comp set up. If I do die, I might just make some adjustments on the fly and hop back in. Unless it's something where I'm like, alright, I gotta like sit and practice a little bit. I don't want to keep y'all, because I'm recording this live, by the way, so I'm on a live stream. I don't want to keep people here waiting around as I'm messing around trying to figure out the fight. I'm just going to hope that this first team just gets it done. So the basic gimmick with these guys is that they're very aggressive. And they're going to start with force time right away and like start attacking you. So you need to have a tank or some type of mitigation. Now, between Core with his Oath of Absolute Defense, Celes with Magic Absorption, Cater with Dodging, and then, you know, Celes also having Brave and Brave Damage Reduction, Magic and Physical, I feel like we should be okay here, but I don't know. We'll see. I might just hop in and get blown up. Now, the big thing with this fight is it is an elemental lockout for ice, so you want to keep your damage to ice. So I really wanted to like run Gao, because I think Gao would work pretty well with Celes' FR, but he's carrying Earth and he's going to enchant for Earth. So the other thing I had to be careful of is looking at my calls too. I have to make sure I'm not enchanting for other elements. So, you know, we got Kurasame call, which is ice, which is fine. Most everything else is neutral. We did bring Arciela call, because Arciela or Kefka can like HP attack disable, which can really help in the very early part where they're aggressive, so we'll see. I might have to lean on that. But my plan here is I'm starting off with Cater, Celes, and Core. And the idea is that Cater's going to dodge, Celes is going to absorb, Core has Oath of Absolute Defense. Between the absorption and the dodge, even the all attacks should get very reduced HP damage. Celes is already producing HP damage down, so I feel like we're going to be fine even without our bad boy Gladio here. The reason why I don't bring Gladio with Celes is because Celes' FR, if you're specifically going to use Celes' FR, she needs to absorb to get like big buffs. And if Gladio is cover tanking, she won't absorb, right? So you have to be careful with that because there's a little bit of anti-synergy there with those two. And then I've got Luna Freya in the back to put on her ridiculous Heavy Prayer. I may use Quick Prayer, but I actually just more want the Heavy Prayer. And then Selfie's there to charge, put on Launching. I don't know if these enemies can be launched. We might try to put it on. And I have Laguna back there just because if I put that gold Laguna debuff on, that'll just be extra damage for Force too. So my summon I know is going to do earth damage, and that's going to hit the elemental lockout. But my goal is to just basically summon at max percentage of force time, do like a 10 to 15 mil shot, and then I'll deal with the 5 turns of like elemental lockout, and then it will go away and we'll be fine, right? So let's hop in, see what happens. Like I said, I might just get blown up here, but I'm hoping I've got this planned out enough. I literally haven't attempted this yet. This is my first attempt. So once again, I'm not like a super research theory crafter. Just an average Joe that likes playing the game, right? So we'll see what happens. Alright, so I believe they're going to start off with force right away. That's what I was told. Yep, it just instant force. And they're just hitting us right away. So are we just going to instant die? Okay, we had enough mitigation, but dude, that was like half of our health. Like, that was significant. So I kind of need some quick spot healing. So I think we are going to start with this. RCL call. I think that's a good start. Because that's going to HP disable them. Yeah, I think that's pretty good there. Yep, because they're triggering additional turns, right? So, like, immediately they're stealing turns. And so, yeah, see, that we would have just gotten annihilated there. So, oh boy, they're coming at us hot. Do I need to swap for healing, like, immediately? I might. I mean, I kind of wanted to set up Ulth and stuff, but 6-man, we can do a lot of swapping. Yeah, I think literally we're just going to pop an energy heal, like, right away. Like, this is dangerous. Jeez. They're going to trigger. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh my god, this is brutal, actually. Oh, here we go. Raijin call. Okay, we're just gonna go from character to character. But you can't just, like, instant turn like crazy right now. This is just for the force time, though. Their force time's about to burn out. So if I want to time this really well, like, if I could time it so that they're in force time when I hit mine, like, that would be actually really good, because we'd be really aggressive there. Okay, I think we're going to be a little bit safer now. Holy cow, man, that was just right out of the gate. I don't know, should I quick prayer anybody? I guess I'll quick prayer Celes just for fun. I'm not like about to go into her force or anything, right? Alright, so I guess while I've got Luna Freya, let's just do some force charging. We might as well. Kind of get the use that I want out of her, and then maybe just swap her back into something else. So let's just, yeah, use this spot, do a bunch of this. Okay. Let's pop an LD. Her burst effect won't matter, because I don't think Luna Freya is going to be out here for most of the time. I'm just going to abuse her. Here's the fun thing, too, about 6-man. Is that you can really just burn through skills like crazy. So you got so many characters. Like, you don't have to be conservative at all, right? But yeah, that was that was aggressive right away. I'll give them that. Sure, we'll Diamond Dust. Okay. Why are we dropping some zeros? They got more, like, reductions going on I don't know about? This is what I get for, like, not even reading the fight, right? Alright, we're just going to keep powering through. I don't think I'm going to use up all of Luna Freya's skill uses. Alright, and I think I might swap her. Actually, I might just go right into Selfie. Alright, let's swap out. Actually, would this be a decent time to get Laguna's Trap on? Maybe. Maybe. I might wait on that. Let's get into Selfie. Let's see if we can't get launching on. Sure, let's pop that. I'm just going to put on everything I can right here. Actually, I got to be careful about too many debuffs, because I do want the lock on, right? I don't want to... okay, they got room. They got room. Alright, let's do Rapture. Let Celes get a turn here. Because the big thing is we need room for lock, and we need room for Magic Tech Ice Block, right? Those are big. So they can hold 8 debuffs, and we only got 6 on, so we should have enough. So we're going to get that set up right now. So we're going to go ahead and Runic right away. And then we're going to Magic Tech Ice Block. Okay. Okay, seeing those heavy prayer stacks going, that's really nice, right? Alright, and then the Brave gains are pretty huge right now. Alright, let's LD. And then look, our gauge is already up to 80, so I think I'm just going to hop into Celes' Burst Effect. I might not have this optimally set up. I might just get into it as quick as I can. Because here's the thing. I've got Core's Force. I got Luna Freya. I got so many Force times. I don't know that I'm going to worry about, like, optimizing and trying to get this done in one Force time. I'm just going to focus on living. Like, that's the big thing. Living and then getting my stuff off, right? So Kurosame would be nice, but I got them full. They're all full up on debuffs, right? So let's just do the BT effect. So I want this ready for her Force, which we're going to be ready for it the next time she pops up. We're finally getting to Core for the first time. Alright. Alright, so Core we're going to Oath. So let's go ahead and get Oath on. And we're just going to put on Celes. Don't want on Selfie because Selfie's coming out. We are getting elemental locked out because I don't think we have our ice enchant on yet. Ooh, do we have too many buffs? Are we going to lose ice enchant? Because no, we don't have too many buffs. We're good. We just got to actually use like more Celes attacks to get that up. Let's do... Yeah, more debuffs I want to put on, but I can't. So let's go ahead and pop the AA, I guess. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and pop the EX. These bosses are very tanky, by the way. I believe they each have 130 million health. So I'm definitely not expecting this to get done in 1 force time. I'm actually thinking we might need like 3 force times. But with all of my charging, like we should be able to get into it pretty quick. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get into this first force time right away. Just let it play out its course. And then I'll try to time the second force time for like when their force is about to hit. Is I think what I might do. Alright. Oh, see, I don't even need to wall out. So I guess I'll save Selfie for later. So let's bring Selfie out. So at this point, I mean, I would like to get Laguna's traps on, but I might save that for later because I don't want to wait for Laguna's turn to come. So we're just going to get into Cater. And then Cater, I mean, we'll use the LD, even though the enemies are full of debuffs and we're not going to get the freeze. But I think I still want to use it. Let's actually triple slip just to make sure I got my dodging on. Alright, and then sure, we'll go ahead and we'll just pop this. Oh, you know what? With the debuffs so full too, we're not going to get Cater's trap either. But her trap, I think, comes from the EX. We haven't tried it yet. But the enemies have some buffs with only 1 turn. So as soon as they start attacking, some stuff will fall off. Alright, so I think, yeah, we're just going to FR and see what happens. And we're just going to try to go slow, let the enemies take turns. I feel like these enemies probably aren't going to be aggressive enough. We'll see. We'll see as they like get closer to their force. But I think they're going to be... Oh, wow. Such little damage. What is going on? Why are we doing so little damage? I believe we have ice damage on. Do we not? Because I believe ice damage is what they want. And that definitely was an ice attack, right? Like, I can use the AA. This is definitely... Okay, that did damage. Okay. Oh, shoot, I'm in force time. Why did I use the AA? Oh, my God. I'm an idiot. I just, like, want to test it. So, here you go. Very sloppy run. We'll see if I can still get it done. That's the best thing about watching my channel is, you know, if I can beat it, anybody can beat it. Right? Because I am definitely a sloppy player at times. That's fine. I'm going to take it. If I can get it done, we're going to get it done. So, the launching is working. So we are getting that. This definitely, like, so I just did Celes' character guide. We're definitely not pushing the gauge up as much as that guide because I don't think these enemies are aggressive enough to do that. Yeah, I guess I can just keep refreshing this on Celes. That's fine. Because I don't have the double core thing set up right now, right? I'm kind of just, like, getting my feet wet on this fight and seeing how it goes. So I don't think this is going to be like a crazy blow 'em up instant. But I think if we do time it right, and we could do cores or Celes's, if we get either force time like right when they're going to get into theirs, I think that could be pretty nasty. Because they literally will take an action every time we do. Flamethrower just got absorbed, so that's good. We take that. Magitech Ice Block. Now we're going to build up a little bit more. Now that they're actually attacking, that's going to help. Now we're getting some bigger damage going. That's good. Yep. That definitely was a physical attack that we turned into a magic attack, so that's good. There we go. Now we're getting some places, right? But yeah, these enemies, I would like them to be a little bit more aggressive. Sure, we can Spinning Edge here. We'll definitely go for that, right? We'll go for it. Okay. Now the damage is looking a lot better. And we're getting launch damage, so hopefully the launch damage will help offset that the enemies aren't as aggressive. We'll see. Because I know I have access to so many force times, I'm really not worried about it. Here I'm going to intentionally break them the wrong way. Sure, we'll do that. Because I want them to have more turns. I don't want to steal turns from them. Okay, so like a 3-mo launch. Alright, yeah, now the damage is coming down. And who knows, they've got a bunch of thresholds, so hopefully they do like aggressive threshold attacks and stuff, right? We can only hope. Sure, we'll put that on Celes again. Keep Celes locked on. That is another nice combo when you're playing a lock character with core, is you could make sure you keep Oath on them because you know they're always the one that's going to get targeted, right? And then you're going to get these core follow-ups, which is nice. Alright, we're getting there. Definitely not as impressive as a Gage. And so that's the thing. Like, I do these videos with these defense comps, but I showcase them on fights that make them look good. These defense comps don't work as good in, like, every situation, right? Now, in this fight, I think it will look good once we do it in their force and they're more aggressive. But, like, your average enemy isn't, like, super crazy aggressive, right? So that's why you do need your Tifas, your Renoas, those super aggressive teams. But these teams are fine, too. Like, even if I only get this, like, 500%... like, you do 2 or 3 of these force times, you're still going to get it done, right? It just won't be, like, super fast. They do have debuff slots. So I'm thinking let's apply the freeze. Now that we got debuff slots, why not? Knowing how aggressive they are, we got to be careful. I do think Cater is going to shine in this fight. Because, as we saw at the beginning, if they have that freeze debuff on, they're not going to do all that HP damage to you. Oh, what did it say? I have to reduce its damage before it attacks or something? I don't know. We froze them, so it didn't matter. Thank goodness we had that freeze on. I don't know. I could see this fight getting tricky. For sure. You know, the gauge is high enough. I might just pop a freeze dive here. Make sure our traps are reset. You got to keep those Magitech ice blocks going. And we take those launch damages. Yes, we do. And so, a couple strategies. So what I might do, I think I'm going to try, like, a core FR next and get them when they're really aggressive. And then I might do, like, a more offensive, like, Celes BT phase version. We'll see. Maybe we'll try it like that. We'll see. But Cater coming in clutch there, right? I think we can Lion's Roar here. That's fine. But yeah, these guys are really tanky, and that comboed with, like, our gauge not getting as crazy high as we would like here. I don't know that we're even going to get them 50% dead on this force time. You know, they're at 70 and 60 right now. Now, we're still waiting for our next biggest attacks here. So, here's the thing. I could pop Summon here because it would be decent damage, but I might save it for the second force time because I feel like we can get a much higher gauge than this. So I might just go ahead and pop the EX here and call it good. We'll do that. We'll just pop the EX here and call it good. I might try to set up Laguna for the next one. We'll see. I might do that. Actually, we might do that right now. Okay, so force time should be over. So yeah, we got them down to about 60%, but these are tanky boys, right? Sure, let's try Laguna. Oh wait, I don't have room for it. Darn it, I can't switch again. Alright, so I'm not going to do Laguna's trap, but I guess we just get Laguna for a couple turns here. I do not want a Desperado yet. Do not want to burst. Boy, yeah, that was bad. I'll just use the LD here, I guess. So Laguna's just going to chill with us for a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get us killed. We still have the freeze debuff, so I think we're fine. But yeah, they didn't have a debuff slot for the gold one, so hopefully the next time Laguna comes up, they should have a debuff slot open. I want to get that gold debuff on. I do. That is one tricky thing to manage in 6-man when you got so many characters, is managing your buffs and debuffs, right? Alright, Ice Block active. Good, we got Landmine going. Yeah, it's a bummer that didn't happen during Force time, but that's okay. Celes, what do we want to do with you this time? Do I need to reapply the lock? What's their lock at? Their lock should still be pretty darn good, right? Yeah, they're still locked up. Sure, we'll just use the EX because it's there, I guess. I do like that the Brave damage is coming through now. We must not have just been Ice Enchanted earlier, which is fine. Okay. Alright, Core. I don't think I want to swap Core out for any reason, but we'll use this Reaper's Gale we've been sitting on. And I mean, since I'm using like a defense comp and I've been like not wanting to steal turns, I might just do a little LD combo here with Core just to burn off some free damage. Let's just pop an LD and then do another Reaper's Gale just to pop some of it off, right? I didn't even look at, by the way, like what turn count is. I never worry about turn count these days because characters are so busted. 80 turns, yeah, I mean. Then we do have to watch out for the HP requirement. We can only take 8,000 damage, so we do have to watch out for that, right? So what I'm going to do, yeah, well, Reaper's Gale again. Alright. And then what I might do... Okay. So I'm going to make sure we'll do Snowbreak and reapply to Celes. We don't have room for the gold debuff. We have room for it on one enemy, but not both. I might just chill on this Laguna idea for now. I might just have to chill on that. Maybe Laguna. Maybe it wasn't meant to be Laguna. So, we might do some selfie stuff. Let's do some selfie stuff. Yeah, let's wall. Here's the thing. I'm so used to it being a friend selfie, and I'm, like, limited on turns. But this is my selfie. I can do this as much as I want. So, I'm going to get us pretty much there. And I'm going to kind of basically... I'm going to get us to 100. And then basically I want to be prepped to pop Core's FR, like, basically as soon as they get theirs. Actually, I could Aura. Aura's a free skill, and it actually charges, and it charges our EXs. So sure, let's do an Aura. Alright, I think that should be good for selfie. Do I need to reapply Rapture? What's their Rapture at? Rapture's still at 3. I think I'm okay. I think because the enemies are about to get aggressive, I might just get back into Cater. And then let's triple slip. I want to make sure I don't lose my dodge. We need to be dodging out. I don't want a Blizzard ROK because I want the Runic to stay. I don't want to do that right now. So yeah, I think I'm just going to... Let's do a wide shot. We'll break them. That's fine. Alright, so Core could FR right now, but I believe it would freeze their gauge. So I think I'm just going to let them run their course here. Because I want them to have their gauge up when I pop it. I really do. So, what do I want to do? Can I get them to get their gauge up if I just use... Like, if I just do a bunch of free skill uses, will their gauge go up a bunch? Just a teeny bit, huh? What if I pop this? Although I just added 2 more debuffs on. I should have checked to see that they both still have magic tech. Alright, their force gauge filled. Okay, perfect. Okay, so they're gonna do this and I'm gonna core FR. And we're gonna feed off of this. Okay, perfect. Alright. It's time to feed. It's time to feed. Let's go. Give me a turn. Give me a turn. Alright, time to feed. Let's go. Alright, I'm hoping to get the gauge up a lot higher because now they're gonna steal turns every time I take an action. So I'm hoping we get the gauge up, and, you know, Core still just acts as a generic off-turn, very good force time for off-turn team comp. So let's see what happens here. We'll take that launch damage. Yeah, this is, I think, going to be a minimum of 3 force times, maybe 4. I don't know. I guess what I could have done to be cheeky was, like, just bring, like, a T-Far Renoa on the side and then just do, like, a really aggressive offensive one. I guess I could have done that. Like, just bring them in. That actually wouldn't have been the worst idea. I guess if I were to do this again, I would maybe do that. Have this combo of like a defense team followed by an offensive team. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. You just got to make sure that they're ice enchanted, right? Give them a Kurosame call. That would work. Alright, let's just see though. They're going to be super aggressive now, so we'll see. How is their ice block looking? Do I want to refresh that? You've got 7 turns. You're plenty good on Ice Block. What do you got for Ice Blocks? You got... No, we don't need to refresh Ice Block. We're good there. Do we need to... Their Lock looks good also. I guess I could just Shine Edge? Sure, let's just Shine Edge. Oh, that's right. Core's got the rainbow numbers. I forgot about that. Alright. Alright, be aggressive. Yep, attack us, be aggressive, feed our gauge. Let's go. Feed that force gauge. Yeah, keep taking additional turns, that's fine. You know, the bummer is, though, now that we're in Core's force, I think I'm actually going to lock with Cater. Because Cater I want to dodge and counter, and, you know, Celes isn't actually countering, so that's not working. Like, her Ice Block counts, but she doesn't actually counter when attacked. So we need those Cater counters is what we need. So I think with Cater, I think I am going to Blizzard ROK here. Who knows, I might regret it. I don't know if it overwrites Celes's or not. We'll see. No, they're still targeting Celes. I don't think I was able to overwrite it. Well, sometimes the picture doesn't change till they get their turn. Let's see. I mean, the all attacks are good. Yep, because we're dodging out. And we're dodge countering, which helps the gauge, which is what we want. Magitech, that should help the gauge, yep. Alright, so we got through their super aggressive part, which is awesome. I mean, we'll still take those Magitech ice blocks, that's good. So in this situation, like, maybe having Gladio would have been good to bring in for Course Force. But we're at 300% at turn 8, so that's not the worst, right? So rainbow numbers do really well here, but I shouldn't have to... well, actually, I think I can Reaper's Gale, because I'll get like 50 or 60% from this. I should get pretty good damage from that, right? 40, yeah, 50%'s fine. That's worth it. That's worth the chunk damage. Lion's Roar. Boy, yeah, this is going to be a grindy one, you guys. This isn't like a one-hitter quitter, that's for sure. Now, Tifar Renoa could have something to say about that. You just got to play it very different, because you need to have the defense to back them up, right? So who knows, if I get extra time, maybe I'll do like a more offensive run of this, and we'll see. Alright, but we got him below 40. I mean, we still got plenty of turns left. I think we are going to burn him down pretty good on this one, though. Because I think we are going to get much higher than the first one. I think I will freeze dive. Actually, hold on. Do I have another counter character back here? Do I pop Laguna? I don't know. I'm kind of worried if I bring in Laguna, I'm going to mess up my mojo. Kind of tempted to bring in Laguna, though. But no, let's just do this. I think I'm going to pop an LD. Because they just burned up a lot of turns. I want to make sure they got the ice traps on. That should do pretty good damage. Yeah, 4 mil AoE. I mean, Celes is doing some pretty nice damage. We got 50% still for doing that. I could freeze him, but I only got 1 LD use left. I kind of want to save that. So let's just EX. I think we'll just try it like that. Okay, we'll still take those 40-something percents, right? Reduce its HP before it acts. Okay, I don't know what that means, but... Alright, we're actually taking damage now, though, because I don't have the freeze debuff on. But the ice trap should heal us right back, right? Alright, what do we do with you now? I guess let's reapply. We'll go on Celes again. Keep things going with Core. And then, yeah, I think for my last FR, I'll just do another Core or Celes. We'll just do one or the other. But we're getting them pretty close. We're definitely not going to finish them with this force, though. Don't finish us, please. Oh, this is getting dicey. Ah. This better not be HP. Okay, just brave damage. We're good. Alright. Yes, ice blocks. Please start healing us back. Landmine, yes. Very good, very good. Alright, we do need to... I think I'm going to use Shine Edge next turn and heal. Yeah, I want to kind of hold on to that freeze. I'm not going to lie. I think... Let's just do another Blizzard here. Launch. Ooh, that's big launch attack there. That's good. Okay. Alright, so we definitely need a heal here. So we are going to Shine Edge, I think. Shine Edge, give us some healing. Yeah, because Celes is... well, she's got 2 turns left on her burst. So we are still changing physical to magic. So I probably need to Celes burst phase pretty soon. So I'll probably do that on her next turn and just do like a regular burst phase with her. Alright, this is a good gauge though. We're like gonna approach 700 here. So I do like this. This better not kill us. No! What? Why did that kill us? Why did that kill us? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god, I just killed that run. Alright, well... I'm going to scrap this recording for people watching me on the stream. Why did we just die right there? We were doing just fine. I should have put the freeze back on. I wish I could go back like a turn, right? Alright, I'm going to stop the recording. I'll have to record a different one separate. But you guys got to watch that entertaining me get slapped up. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to drop out of the fight here. I could try something again, like really aggressive with like a Tifar Renoa, maybe just to get through it quicker. But yeah, I must have needed to put a freeze. But that's what happens. I just hop in blind for the first time. So sure. We'll record that one later. Let's check out the chat here a little bit. That was kind of a bummer, but we almost had it too. Like I was literally like 1 force away. Just had to stop that crazy HP attack. I didn't read their stuff enough though, so we'll see. Let's check it out here. Oh my god. No way. AK, you serious? You give me another dono? What is up with that? So AK says, what's your favorite Final Fantasy game of all time? Y'all in the chat should know what this is if you watch my channel. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI isn't just my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. It's my favorite game, period, of all time. So yeah, Final Fantasy VI by far the best. I'm going to hop back here a little ways in chat here and just see if there's anything I missed. Just see if there's anything we need to answer. So First Zane says, thanks for your guide. It helps me a lot since you played 8 months ago. That's awesome. That's great. I'm glad it helps. Yeah, Alan says, now that you mention it, it's the first time I've seen you stream on YouTube. Yeah, I haven't been streaming very long. This is probably like my 4th or 5th ever stream that I've done. So I haven't been doing it very long. I returned to DFFOO right after Tifa ended, and you have been helping me a lot. Well, thanks, Starry. I'm glad that my video has been helping you out. Damon Scott is here. Do you think Celes is good without her FR? Yes, she is good without her FR. You don't need her FR. And actually what you were finding, if you're not doing a super aggressive fight, like even in the fight I just was doing, Core's FR was outperforming her. So you really need an aggressive fight for her FR to shine. So it's definitely not necessary, right? Let me see here. Yes, Alan, that was an off-turn comp. Didn't quite work as well as I wanted to, but we'll try. We'll try a different comp, and I'll do a separate recording. I don't want to keep you all here because it's 9:30, so I got to get to bed soon. So I'll probably just on my own, maybe tomorrow night, just do a separate recording. I might, just because that was taking a while, and they're not as, like, outside of their force, they're not, like, as aggressive as I want for a defense comp. So I think I'm just going to lead with a defense comp to, like, live, and then, like, in between force, I might go, like, Tifa or Renoa and, like, blow them up. I think that's probably what I'm going to do for my run that I record. We'll see. Alright. Just going through and seeing if there's any other things I need to answer in here. A lot of this is you guys talking to each other, which is good. Yeah, Alan, and yeah, I got another super chat, man. Holy cow. Really appreciate it, man. AK, first 2 super chats ever. Super appreciate it. Also, just so you guys know, you don't feel like you have to donate or anything. Like, I've got a good full-paying job. I'm not doing this, like, to make money. I'm just doing this for fun. If you want to donate to support, that's great. Like, I'll definitely take it, but definitely don't feel pressured to do that, right? You know, the best way you can support me is just watch my videos, like the videos, like that. That helps more than anything, right? So feel free to do that. Damon says, Celes is a favorite of mine, but I know Tifa will give me big... Yeah, Tifa's big power surge. Vaughn is also a big power surge. He's very good. What level does your summon have to be to do Spiritus? Starry asked. So, it may have been answered, but you actually can jump in right away on Spiritus. And then what happens is they give you quests at the beginning to help you level up your summon right away. So, there isn't a level requirement. I think you can just hop into it right away. Now, being that I'm a very veteran player, like, everything for me is unlocked immediately. So I don't know if, like, you have to do something else to unlock Spiritus. Someone else maybe can chime in on the chat on that. But I know for my account, it just, Spiritus was open right away and I could hop in. But I did see that they had early quests to help you level up your summon. So I assume your summon doesn't have to be maxed out, right? So tank at the start till their force is done and then FR charge and pop off. Yeah, Alan, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what I'm going to do for my final run is I might actually bring Tifa. Or actually, Renoa's going to be better because she's AoE. So I'll probably have Renoa starting in my back row. And then I'll lead with, like, I'll either have HP disable or I'll have, like, tanks. And then I will bring in, like, Renoa Force and just blow it up. That's probably what I'll do. Let me see. Jason, I haven't tried this type of run yet. Too scared to lose. They're fun. Just give it a shot. I lost. No big deal, right? I'll hop in again. You know, when you guys watch me on YouTube, like, it looks like I just go in and win every fight. But this is a common occurrence where, like, I will start to record a fight and something might go wrong. And you guys don't see it because I don't upload my failed fights typically. So I'll just re-record one on the side. But it's okay to lose. It's fine. It's all good. So you can't beat Shinryu yet. You'll get there, Starry. You'll get there. The thing with DFFOO, like, Shinryu is supposed to be endgame content, right? It's probably one of the most generous games for new players to get to endgame content quicker than any other game. Kind of crazy how quickly you can get there, but don't stress about it. Just, you'll get there when you get there. Alright, so Lunatic says, one of them has a massive attack and Int Brave aura debuff that I believe only goes away when a magic FR that inflicts a debuff is used when you enter Force Time. So that maybe is what killed me, is he did just a huge Int Brave, like, Brave gain and just smacked me up. Whatever that attack was that it triggered, because I did get a message that says, like, do HP damage before they take a turn. Whatever the HP damage I was supposed to do, I probably didn't do it in time, and that was like because that looked like an auto kill, like, because Cater should have dodged, right? We should have absorbed it with Celes. So I think that was literally, I triggered an auto kill. So that was a real bummer. Ladies Man is here. Thanks for the vids. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Jason, your selfie is really helping me a lot in all my Shinryu runs. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely glad to help anybody with a non-gibbed selfie. If any of you guys have Force Enhanced 30 selfies, put them up there, right? Starry, I followed you. Well, thanks for following me, Starry. I appreciate it. I know. Oh, so this is the moment, Starry, is when I died. Yeah, I know. I thought I was doing good, but I triggered an instant kill, so that's unfortunate, right? That's unfortunate, right? Catbat, thank you, AK, for supporting Joe. Yes, I also thank you, AK, for supporting me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Florante, thanks for the stream, Joe. If you'll end it here, good luck your next 6-man. Yeah. Yep. See ya, Florante. You probably already left because this comment was a while ago. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna be hopping off pretty soon myself here. Yes, I will rest well. Tamias, keep up the great work. Appreciate it. Thanks, Tamias. Starry says thanks. Yes, thank you for joining. Conquito Rico, I tried Renoa at first and it was a bad call because her first burst time, they just countered me to death. I was using core and not self. Yeah, so definitely the play here when you load up, because they're going to instantly go to Force Time and be crazy aggressive. You have to have HP silence or you have to have tanking mitigation, like, to start. Like, you got to open with that and you got to be prepared to go back into that before their next Force Time. So, so good ways to deal with this, like Kefka and Arciela are like your big HP silencers. I think actually Cater's Freeze works really well. We saw it in my fight. Cater's Freeze was just nullifying that all down to 0. Setzer's Freeze also works, and these can be done on calls as well. Otherwise, bring like mega tanks like Gladio to help you through it. Something like that on the start, right? Went back in with Tifa, focused one down, and then the other, and that worked out. Awesome, glad you got it done. Demand, I have a level 30 selfie. I'll send a request. Sure. I will always make room on my friends list with 300 friends. Like, I've got enough room that I can add people in, and there's always enough people that like go inactive that I can add off. My goal is I would like my whole friends list of 300 to be people that watch my videos or from my Discord, and it's definitely not there right now. So if anybody wants to add me, my ID is right on the video. It's on the screen right now. It's on any of my videos. So if you guys want a friend request me, definitely do it. Hope's AA helped. Yeah, definitely. Hope can be good here as well. So I'm going to hop off pretty quick here, but if any of you all have other questions or things you want to ask, but I do appreciate everybody coming. I think we got up to about 40-ish people this stream, which is really good. That's kind of been par for the course. So definitely appreciate everybody stopping by. But yeah, I think we'll probably wrap it up there. I don't know. Kind of tempted to go in for another run at it, but I'm kind of tired. I'll probably just do it casually on my own a little bit later. So, all right, guys. Well, I think we are going to wrap up the stream right there. I do appreciate it. I'm going to get this Celes character guide uploaded. So if you missed that, that's going to be uploaded in probably like 20 minutes or so. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. We'll catch y'all later. I'm going to drop the stream right now. But yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for stopping by.